Next week on Coronation Street, the Platt family experiences a mixture of happiness and heartbreak. While Sarah remains behind bars and is taken to hospital during her prison sentence, baby Harper is finally well enough to return home to Weatherfield. After learning from Kit that Jodie was the person responsible for attacking Sarah, Shona angrily confronts her sister and demands the truth. Later, she and David visit Sarah in hospital, where Sarah tells them about Jodie's mysterious trinket box and urges them to find it before it's too late. That night, after David and Shona head upstairs, Lily quietly sneaks into the living room to retrieve her games console. While searching beneath the sofa, she discovers Jodie's hidden trinket box. Curious, she opens it, unaware of the secrets it may contain. Elsewhere, Sam returns home after his stay in hospital. Leanne, Nick, and Toya welcome him back and fuss over him. However, Sam is unsettled when Leanne reveals she has started seeing someone new. Hoping to ease his worries, she explains that she wants him to meet her boyfriend. Later, she introduces Sam to Idris at Speed Dial. As the week progresses, David and Shona arrive home with baby Harper and are greeted by family and friends celebrating the newborn's return. The joyful atmosphere quickly disappears when Jodie unexpectedly turns up. She reveals that she has confessed to the police about assaulting Sarah before shocking everyone further by asking if she can move back into the house while waiting for her court hearing. Meanwhile, Sam feels hurt after David refuses to let him hold Harper. Later, Lily quietly questions Jodie about the trinket box. At the prison, Bethany visits Sarah and tells her that Jodie turned up at Harper's welcome party and admitted everything to the police. Elsewhere, Sam opens up to Idris about feeling rejected after David refused to trust him with the baby, believing people see him as mentally unstable. Idris comforts him by sharing his own experiences with anxiety during his teenage years and explains how he managed to overcome them. Later, Nick and Toya are relieved when Sam tells them that talking to Idris has made him feel much more positive. David and Shona later confront Jodie over the disturbing items hidden inside the trinket box. Despite this, Jodie continues trying to gain Lily's trust. When she spots Harry being bullied by a group of teenagers at the precinct, she intervenes, scares them away, and photographs the boys before they flee. Back at home, Lily tells David that Jodie stepped in and protected Harry from the bullies. Later, Jodie secretly returns to her manipulative behavior. Sitting alone with her laptop, she creates a new account on an online parenting forum. Pretending to be Shona, she writes about being a first-time mother who suffered a traumatic birth, continuing her campaign of deception. Elsewhere, Maria wakes with a hangover after a heavy night. Gary suggests she calls in sick so they can spend the day together. David spots them and becomes furious, pointing out that he had to shut the salon while visiting Sarah in prison. Maria fires back angrily after David remarks that Sarah deserves to be where she is. Meanwhile, Carla tells Lisa that she plans to visit Sarah because she is struggling emotionally in prison and Harry is finding life without his mother extremely difficult. Lisa is left deeply concerned after hearing how badly the family is coping. Elsewhere, Roy visits Betsy in hospital and helps her practice her speech and language exercises. Later, Carla shares the good news that Betsy will be discharged the following day, although Betsy admits she feels anxious about returning home. The next day, Lisa carefully helps Betsy into the house, while Carla and Ryan try to create a cheerful atmosphere. They show her the temporary bed they have prepared in the living room, but Betsy sadly asks Lisa to inform the fashion college that she will not be able to continue her studies for now. Across the street, Cassie remains determined to expose Ross. She shows Steve a mobile app where people leave reviews about former partners and explains that she has uploaded Ross's photograph, hoping his ex-girlfriends will come forward with damaging stories. Steve advises her to remove the post, but Cassie refuses to back down. Not long afterwards, Cassie receives a phone call from Ross's former partner, Allison. Ross overhears the conversation and immediately recognizes her name. Later, Cassie gathers Steve, Tyrone, Tracy, and Ross at the Rovers before introducing Allison, who accuses Ross of stealing money from her and threatening her during their relationship. Ross is left facing serious allegations. As the week continues, Steve and Cassie return to the Rovers to find Tyrone, Tracy, and Ross celebrating together after Ross announces he has accepted a job at Highfield Prison and will remain living locally. Furious, Cassie storms out. Back at home, Steve encourages her to stay calm, insisting Ross's true personality will eventually be exposed. Ross later visits number 9 to announce that it is his birthday. Fizz insists everyone, including Tracy, Cassie, and Steve, joins the celebration. As the evening continues, Tracy proudly praises Ross and describes him as the perfect alpha male. Feeling overwhelmed, Cassie steps outside for some fresh air. When she returns and finds everyone singing happy birthday, she finally decides she cannot stay silent any longer. Later, Cassie discovers Ross spent the night with Tracy and learns he is due to begin his new prison job, where he must first pass a drug test. Watching Amy prepare a smoothie and travel mug for Ross, Cassie secretly slips some of Tyrone's painkillers into the drink before quietly leaving, unaware she has accidentally dropped the empty pill packet. Before long, Steve finds the discarded packet inside Cassie's cardigan pocket. Horrified by what she has done, he ends their relationship, while Tyrone throws her out of the house, leaving Cassie with nowhere to turn. Meanwhile, Asha nervously prepares for her first date with Sienna. Nina reassures her that she looks amazing and encourages her to enjoy herself. The date appears to go perfectly, but everything changes when Sienna suddenly receives a phone call and abruptly leaves, leaving Asha, Nina, and Amy puzzled. Later, Sienna apologizes for cutting the evening short, claiming she had to take her elderly aunt to bingo. Nina remains unconvinced. When she later checks on Asha, she is surprised to discover Sienna in bed with her. Embarrassed, Nina quickly leaves while Sienna heads home. Soon afterwards, Nina realizes her wage packet has disappeared. Shocked, she tells Asha that she believes Sienna stole the money. She later confronts Sienna directly with the accusation, but Sienna strongly denies it, accuses Nina of acting out of jealousy, and storms away. The question remains whether Nina's suspicions are correct. Coronation Street actress Sydney Martin has applauded the show's makeup department for the remarkable prosthetic work used in Betsy Swain's emotional stroke storyline. Betsy is currently recovering in hospital after suffering a stroke caused by injuries sustained when she and Dylan Wilson experimented with strangulation during an intimate moment. The realistic facial effects were designed by makeup artist Alexandra Hargreaves, who recently shared behind-the-scenes details on social media about how the prosthetics were created. Alexandra revealed that she produced 3 separate prosthetic pieces for the role. One was applied to the eyelid to limit how far the eye could open. Another was positioned beneath the eye to create a slight facial droop, while a third piece was attached to the corner of the mouth to recreate the facial weakness associated with a stroke. Together, the effects forced the opposite side of the face to compensate naturally. She also explained that she, along with fellow members of the makeup team, first made a life cast of Sydney's face so the prosthetics could be sculpted specifically to fit her features, helping achieve a realistic final result. Alexandra went on to praise Sydney's performance, describing the actress as incredibly talented and saying she brought the prosthetic work to life with an outstanding portrayal. She also thanked the production's makeup designer for giving the team the opportunity to work on such an important storyline. Sydney responded warmly in the comments, saying she would always admire Alexandra's work and praising both her incredible talent and her kind nature. She added that she loved working with her. Coronation Street continues to air on ITV1 on weeknights, with episodes also available to stream on ITVX.